Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to talk about JavaStream. First of all, we're gonna see what is JavaStream, what kind of operation can we apply to JavaStream, and finally we're going to dive into the code to see all of that in action. So without any further ado, let's get started. First of all, what is a JavaStream? The technical definition is a stream is a sequence of data. Stream pipeline, in the other hand, consists of the operation we apply to the Java stream. Think of the stream pipeline as like super organized assembly line, kind of like when you are packing fruits. First, one person takes the fruit out of the bags, then they hand it over to the next person, who skillfully peels it and cut it. After that, another worker packages the prepared fruit and put it into the box. It's like teamwork dance. Everybody is doing their part to make all go smoothly and coordinated. Few things to notice. First, the second person cannot do anything until the first person has finished. Once the worker is done with one piece, that piece is gone. He cannot get it back. The third thing, the assembly line is finite. When the last fruit was processed, the assembly line will stop. For Java, it looks the same. We have a stream of data. This could be a string, bytes, or any type of object. We will apply to this stream some operation to finally produce a result. This could be a list, optionals, or any object. The operation applied to the elements are called stream operations. There are mainly three paths to a stream pipeline. First, we have source operations, which allows you to create a stream, either from array list, hash map, or any stream interface. We are going to see more of that into the demo, don't worry. Intermediate operations, which take the stream as an input and return the stream as an output. With these operations, usually transform, filter the elements of the stream without disturbing the flow of the stream. One thing to notice, you can chain intermediate operation. That means execute one after another. The last type of operation we are going to see are terminal operations, which is going to produce the result, either by producing a list or elements or object, optional, or etc. Two important things to notice about terminal operations. Unlike intermediate operations, terminal operation cannot be chained since they produce a result. The next thing you have to notice that intermediate operation won't be called until the terminal operation is called. The stream will be created, but no filtering or mapping will be produced until the terminal operation is called. Now we are gonna dive into loops versus stream. First of all, why should you use stream when you have loops? Both have their strengths and weaknesses. Loops are lighter and more familiar, and also very loose. It makes it easier to debug. On the other hand, streams has a strong affinity with function since Java 8 when they introduced the lambda expressions. Stream encourage less immutability and loose coupling. You can use parallel stream for big data, for example. So now let's dive into the code to see how all this play out. Okay, now let's take a dive into the code to see all the streams and the stream operation in action. First of all, I'm gonna see how we can create a stream. There are many ways to create a stream. Let's see like two of them. First, we're gonna define a stream of integers and call it integer stream. So the first way we can use is to use stream of and add to some element to our stream. This is the first way we can use it. The second way we can apply to see streams in action is to create it from array list. So let's create a list of integers and let's say new array list, and from there use integer list and add some elements to it. Add like 5 to it. Once you have your array list, to create a stream, you have only to do stream, array list, and then call the stream function. And then you have your stream, and you can apply all the operation that you want. So for the sake of this example, I'm gonna stick to our first way to create stream. Now we have our stream. Remember what we said in the previous part. We said that the intermediate operations won't be applied until the terminal operation is called. So for that, I'm going to call a very special operation, terminal operation that called collect. This operation will be collecting my stream and put it as an input, an output, I'm sorry. To that, I'm going to call collectors to list. And with that, my stream is transformed to a list. So if we say, for example, let's wrap it into a printer and call and execute my function, and you see here you have all these elements that we created. And now we can apply all the operations that we want. The first operation, intermediate operation that we're gonna apply is map. Map, basically what it does, it takes each element to my stream and apply some transformation. Let's say here we're gonna multiply each element that we have by 2 and try execute. And you can see here we had each element multiplied by 2, have 2, 2, 3, 6, and here we're like 4, 4, 6, 12, 18, and you can do whatever you want. You can, for example, try to subtract 1 to each element. You can use it, for example, with strings. You can like transform the string. So this is the first operation, map. A filter operation we can apply it to, which take each element and then you put a condition. Let's say, for example, I want to display only the elements that are superior to 5, for example, and try to execute it. Here we filtered our elements to get only the elements that are superior to 5. So the 2, 2, 3, and 2 and 4 are not displayed. Okay, the third function I wanted to show you is distinct. The distinct function, what it does, it will return only the unique values. What does it mean? For example, if you have like 2 and 2, you have 3, 2, it will remove all the duplicate. So if we execute it, you can see that the 2, here we have it like 3 times, and then we have it only once. So this was for the intermediate operation. Now let's take a look now to other terminal operation. We've seen the collect function. Now we're trying to see other function. Now let's take a look to the find any and find first. The find any function will get you a random element from the stream. It could be the first one, the second one. So if you execute it, will get you an optional of any elements. And for that, you're gonna use, for example, the get, because it returns an optional. If you execute it again, you get 2. So let's try to summarize things. First, we saw how we can create streams. The second thing we've seen is the intermediate operation. We've seen the map options, which transform each element to another thing. You can double it, you can transform it to string, you can do whatever you want. The second thing we've seen the filter function, which take an element and verify some condition. And if the condition is true, we return the element. If not, this element will be removed from the stream. The third function we've seen is distinct.
which remove every duplicate element of the stream. And then we took a look into the terminal operation. We've seen the collect, operations, which collect our stream into a list. We've seen also the count operation, which will count each element after we applied the intermediate operation, the filter, maybe the distinct, will count every element that you have, maybe 1, 2, or 3, or wherever. The last operation we've seen is find any and find first, which is very similar. Find any will give you any element. It could be the first one, the second one, whoever. Find first, it will give you the first element of the string. So with that, thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.